So lately, I've been rewatching a whole lot of Bleach. You know, just to make sure I have all my ducks in a row for this future vid I've been working on. But watching Bleach, can't lie, there's one character I always found sad, but also kind of funny. And that's this captain right here, Sanjin Komamura. Firstly, because of how aggressive he says everything.
Koname! Come back, Koname!
But also just how hard he used to go to hide his appearance. Like, I know it's hot under there. Probably stinky too. Be proud of that luscious fur. But keeping all that in mind, the more I think about his whole sacrifice for revenge thing he pulled in the 1,000-year blood war, the more it seems like cat. I'm thinking he may have had more than one goal using that Jinka, or rather I say, the Humanization Technique. I'ma show y'all exactly what I mean though. So, let's get into it. So like I was saying, I could not take Komamura serious in early Bleach, and quite frankly, thought he was dragging it with wearing the helmet. Cause even when it broke off and he eventually stopped wearing it altogether, I was like, see? No one cares, gang, you're Gucci. That's why I feel like in OG Bleach, they should have showed way more of the discrimination he claimed was happening to him. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember anyone really caring for real. Oh, besides Kaname saying this.
So this is what the world looks like! And so that is what you look like, Sanjin. You're not how I imagined. You're much, much uglier.
But he was clearly trying to say anything to hurt him. Either way though, if I'm Komamura, oh, I'm roasting. Cause he should not be talking at this point. Like, look at you. Anyways, by the time we get to the 1,000-year blood war, and he pulls up to his Gramps, which is his clan's elder, with how little info we actually had on his backstory at that point, I was originally on the big dog side with that. You spent all that time hiding yourself, basically ashamed of them, and now you're pulling back up only to ask for help? Crazy. Laughing in his face was valid. And just like how the other captains were finding clever ways to fight without their bankais after it was stolen, I feel like he could have did way better than trying to beg help from the clan he abandoned. But the point is, with all that self-hatred he was clearly displaying, I always thought he was on some raccoon type timing, which is bad enough, but never seeing him go through anything had me thinking, damn. And his reason is ass too? That was until his fight with the Quincy girl, Bambietta. Cause man, if that's how others were treating him before joining the Soul Society, forget what I said. I understand exactly why he wore that helmet now. She was really trolling the fuck out of him, unprovoked. Doggy this, doggy that.
Welcome back, doggy. What a clever doggy you are. Or was it animal instinct?
Also, the fact we find out the clan was even originally wolves, but got turned into that because of past sins, probably made it even harder for him to cope with his appearance. Well, if he knew that all this time. Like, damn, because of my ancestors, I'm a furry. That's why I just know he was hyped to get that Jinka technique. Yes, I know, he said it was just for revenge, and I get him wanting to avenge Yamamoto, but he's not fooling me. The elder told him he's gonna have to rip his heart out for this, and he ripped it out a little too fast. Granted, he did say before, if it came down to it, he's willing to give his life for the cause, but I don't know, man, cause then we gotta look at other shit, like just how hype he was to show Bambietta his glow up. From what I can recall, he wasn't wearing his helmet all this time since Kenpachi smashed it off, and now it's back?
Doggy? What are you wearing that bucket for?
Yeah, buddy. He wanted a little face reveal. Anyways, him doing the Jinka technique definitely proved effective because he went up to catch the dub off Bambietta. But at what cost? Cause going through all that and finally looking human just for it to only last a few minutes before you permanently turn into an actual dog is such an L deal. I know he's hot, and this joke has aged terribly now.
I even prepared a Gigai so I can go to the world of the living at a moment's notice. You have a Gigai? It would be glorious. Yeah, glorious.
Justice for him, cause he got done filthy. I was thinking maybe Orihime or Mayuri can reverse something, but nah, he's just a dog. His Gramps is definitely foul for that too, cause I'm sure if he would have told son, yeah, you're gonna be a regular schmegler dog after this, he probably would have gave it a little more thought. Like, even as he's turning into it, you can see he's shocked. So it doesn't seem like he was fully aware that his Gramps was being very literal with the whole losing his humanity part. I don't know, seems like a setup to me. He's over there thanking him and eating his heart. But that's low-key on him too, because even through all the convo shown, there's no part where the elder ever seemed like he had good, genuine intentions. Like, to even get to the talking about it, they had to shake first. So if it was me, never mind. I don't want the technique, Gramps. And as for the blindly chasing revenge part, well, he said it himself. He told Kaname not to do exactly that, just to end up doing it himself. And for a worse reason, because I get him feeling the need to repay Yamamoto for accepting and taking him in all those years ago. But if we're keeping it a buck, Tosin losing faith in the Soul Society system and wanting to avenge his friend, who he knows for a fact was done wrong, hits way harder than Komamura just being a loyal dog, but I digress. Anyways, what do y'all think? Was he just trying to spin back for Yamamoto, or do you think there's more to it? You know, with how he always wanted to be accepted. I'm halfway trolling asking this because I honestly don't think it's one or the other. Two things can't be true at once. So while he could have wanted to get back for Yamamoto, finally being human probably did sound like a plus to him. I'm not convinced that he just totally didn't think about it while begging for the technique. But y'all let me know in the comments. I've been low-key wanting to talk about the whole irony and shit with this. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
Doggy. Doggy? But because you're such a loyal doggy...